host, CIU Podcast. Kabbalah Nation and all of our listeners, YouTuber and CIU Berkeley College of Law students and everyone listening to me into our channel. We want to greet you with utmost respect and your kindness for tuning in. We want you to keep liking our videos. You know, at the university, we have Professor Kempson. We've been going through the series, the Constitution series, going through the Bills of Rights and the Bill of Rights, and we will keep going on different lectures and different topics. As the law is written in America, and many other society follow similar procedure as imitate what is structured in Europe and in America. And but generally the law, the freedom, equity, equality, justice. The law stands for fairness, and freedom. Some people think that that experiment that has been put in America, having the three branches of government, three equal branches of government, some people think it create conflicts. They want people to control the behavior of people. They haven't experienced what it is to live in a dictatorship or to be controlled. Your daily life should be controlled, or what should be published. You publish an article and the government can decide to shut down the newspaper that is reported on a particular matter because the news is state regulator. In America, we got freedom of press. They can press, basically, write anything you want to write, and expression and other things. And some people consider that the way too much freedom, field experience. America is descending into chaos. But again, that's the experiment that was put in place in the Constitution. We talk about the right to bear arms, freedom to express yourself, to gather. And the fact that, just think about this example. In the UK now, where people, students protesting, legal students are being deported because they're saying that, well, you came here to go to school and not again, protest, create chaos and things. So some of these students are being deported. Some immigrants and other things living in the UK are being deported. And also you got in some other illegal immigrants are being sent to Rwanda. Now, in America, we may deport you, but we just can't do that. We just can't revoke your green card or as a resident or student visa or other things. We have to go through the legal system. You have the right to challenge what is being said. A person, you have to go to court, but it just can't take you where you have a legal status and just send you to some other country. Or even if you're illegal, we just can't take you. They just can take you and send you to, let's say, Jamaica. I've sent everybody to Jamaica. Everybody that is illegal, considered illegal, send them to Jamaica or the Virgin Islands, or send them to other countries, not the Virgin Islands because it's considered part of America. Or just find any other country, negotiate with them, have an agreement, and send everybody there that are illegal, like England is doing. It's not justice, it's not fairness, it's that fact that you can go to court and make the case. That's why I attract people to America. Now, everything is not perfect, the Bible clearly says in Jeremiah that mankind cannot have right his own step. So mankind always needs some sort of guidance. For those in terms of religious sense, we need God to correct us. The regulation of the Bible, following the order and things written in the Bible that control our life, because we have that connection with God. We have that, we're being instructed in the Bible, and people develop a conscience and want to live by a certain way. And so that, God control them, in a sense, doesn't monitor them, but teach them by learning the principle. They get a live certain way to follow the guardians that God provides for them. They respect that and they try to live their life to follow that. The Constitution, on the other hand, is similar. It is there, but you have to look at the code. The code is there. The laws are written, but the Constitution has some deficiency. Man can always find some means to work it out in its own advantage, whether it's from an economic point of view, in developing a capitalist society, financially, technical benefit, by the tax law, and others do that. People talk about middle class, they talk about the upper class, they talk about the 1%. They talk about why can I use my money to support other people? They forget about it. Sometimes they get contract from the government, with developing science projects, or what is pharmaceutical company, automobiles, and other things. Sometimes they get funding, they got grant from the government. So the grant said, the federal government gave them a grant to work on these projects. Of course, it is their project, they got a grant, like we say, a grant for research. When the research is successful, the only thing people would say, well, the government should have a piece of the pie. The government should go to tax you people because now you're going to be some billionaire or something. But then they begin to say, well, I worked too hard for my money. Why should I get money? But the part of the mention is that they got grain from the ordinary money. People that were paying taxes, they use that money to accomplish their goal, whether it's the research that help fund the research and other things. So the government also always have back in some private investment, other things, some breaks they give to different companies, some states do that. So people would think they should have right to collect some money back, but there's opposition to that in their laws, and then of course there's check and balance and other things. Some people say that's not fair, others say, well, it's my labor, it's my idea, why don't you do it yourself? So it makes the experience of America pretty unique. There's no other country like that. But the good news is there's the law. We have Congress, some people say, well, it's tilted to one political party, but things change around. That's human humans. The Bible says, don't put the trust in man. So he may be alive today, he may not be alive tomorrow. He may lose his job tomorrow. He may lose his election, and sometimes we have Democrats in majority or minority, Republican in majority. They flip each other. Republican president, Democrat president. Of course, the comfort and court, it take a long time for that to happen now with the conservative majority conservative on the court system. Some people say you should pack the court add additional, but others say they do not. So it's that kind of conversation, tenacious conversation that happened in America that set America apart. You see, in some other countries, people they not like what you're doing, and we just put it in jail. Most time, yeah, we have gun violence, we have economic crisis because of greed and other things, economic issues. The way the market-driven economy can be hard, competitive, so it keeps going up. With demand, we move on, for example, the housing market. Both people want to buy a home, so the competition, the price will keep going up, and people can manipulate the market as well. But that is the way the country is set up. That's how it is set up. And people need to understand that somehow you have to find a way to work in the country. You don't have to be dishonest. A lot of people, of course, are dishonest because they think that's the way to beat the system. But again, following the laws, the best, and there's freedom, there's equality, there's justice, there's a matter of fairness. But humans look at fairness differently. The honor class or the minorities always complain. They may have reasons, and other may say they do not have reason. They have equal opportunity, and they have many other things to explain. That's minority. But again, that's how the country is set up, and people can always find some way to improve their life. Sometimes difficult. But again, that's what happens when you have humans in control. Humans in control is not the same as God. That give equal. The Bible says God is not partial. Everyone has equal privilege to serve him, and everybody in the church, in the congregation, should be treated fairly according to the Bible. But of course, some churches you see around do not follow the principle of the reader. Even evangelical, other people protest to be Christian, but their way of doing things is far removed from what the Bible says. So then people may look at the Constitution and the Bible, of course, it's different because the Bible is not related to the state. Some people say it's a Christian nation. Other people say America is non-denominational. But the Bible has a stand. It's people serving God, it's a matter of following God, principle, learning about God, regulation, what is religious study, following exactly trying your best to follow what the Bible says, and don't mix it with politics. Politics doesn't go well with the Bible. Politics has a lot of selfishness. You want to be in control. Sometimes they think they want to serve the people, but they are bought by the lobbyists. So they don't serve the constituency well, but they serve other people that keep them in the office. Absolute power corrupt, right? So anyway, like we said, the experiment of America is unique. There's no other country like that. I mentioned earlier what is happening in England, immigration issues. In America, we have a lot of immigration problems, people coming through the border. But now we got the executive order. President Biden just passed. So we see how that goes. But when people generally come in the country, they're just not, sometimes it could be picked up easily and sent out of the court, they sent out, but they still have to go through some court process. They still have to see, a judge, immigration judge that will hear them out before, and then they be sent out. But there's always some kind of procedure, some kind of due process. And that part of the due process, people may not like it, but that's how the Constitution is written. Our state cannot just take over that. Congress has a right to write laws, immigration laws. But then the executive branch will pass that. You can't have state going ahead and making their own immigration policy because it's considered like that in the Constitution. So that kind of check and balance, it create headache. It sometimes look like hair button, and it create, frustration, disappointment for different groups, and like, if we're empowered, this is what we do. But then when they get empowered, they realize they can't really do much because the Constitution says that you can't just do much. You have to follow what the law says, the law of the land. It's what makes America unique when it comes to freedom, when it comes to justice, equality, fairness. America stands out. It doesn't mean everybody's treated fairly. It just means that's what the Constitution said. And even if somebody committed a crime, they may be persecuted for the crime. But they also got to have evidence, facts, and other those to determine whether the person is going to, how long the person is going to stay in jail, or what kind of level of the crime the person is going to be charged with. Felony, misdemeanor, whatsoever it is, different level. But based on what is available, you can't trump up charges against people. Sometimes they do, but you can't just do that. Police get angry, universities get angry, many other communities get angry because the country is designed not to make one group of people have autonomy to everything. They should be the one to benefit. People say the majority of the country, American majority, do benefit. It's probably true. But they do not, we all have to follow the law. It doesn't matter up to a certain point. So maybe some loopholes, when you have a big business person, there are other loopholes when it comes to taxes and other things, representation, having the best lawyers and others. But still, you still have to go to court, you still have to make a case. And again, that's what makes America stand out. So when we talk about the nation of the free, brave and other things, what stands behind that is the structure, it's not just the military part. It's the judicial system, executive branch, and the Congress. That part that the Constitution brought together. So again, we invite you to listen to all of our podcasts. We keep going through they're going through the Constitution now, the Bill of Rights, and eventually go through, or sometimes go through our different courses. We're going to discuss contract, tortious law. We're going to discuss professional responsibility, even environmental law, international law, other things we're going to give, just talk a little summation of it, a little clip, and to what the idea of people to give them, some basic idea of how this is taught at the law school, and how, what it means, what these courses stand for. Because even though we started those different part of the foundational law, they all form what we call the law. So we want people to pay attention and come to Kabbalah International University, Berkeley College of Law, and see how we are taught, how we teach this. We're a small university, so we usually have smaller groups, and we have to throw in that, paying that particular attention to the needs of students. We want students to learn the law, to be professional, follow the code of the university. But we teach them, they gotta debate, they gotta have the thorough session, debate each other, make presentation, argue our case, present cases. And we try to do that through our program, giving them enough practice to understand the law well, despite which area they may want to practice. But our goal is to prepare them well, whether they want to be lawyers or they want to be international lawyers, courtroom, immigration, administrative lawyers, which area they choose. There's a lot of opportunity. Our goal is to make sure they're properly taught and they enjoy what is studying when they come to the university. So again, we'd like to invite you. Thank you so much, CI Nation, CIU podcast, and for turning into our podcast. Berkeley College of Law students and all who are listening, Kabbalah Nation, and all of our YouTube. Thank you so much for following us. And please continue to pay attention and visit our website, visit the university, and if you have a personal question, you can send us. You can write it at a, comment section and we'll get back to you. You can put in your email and we'll contact you as well. Again, this is Dr. Williams and I'm signing out. Thank you.